All right, so the email reads that she thinks that she might be the other woman. If you have something going on in your life and you want to share it with Bert Show fam, they can point you in the right or the wrong direction. Hit us up at thebertshow.com. Cassie has the email.
Hey guys, I love the show. I've been glued to the Bert Show for a few years now. Love you, Davi and Cassie. Your a-hole segments are my fave. Sorry, Bert. I know how you feel about them, but we need more corny joke-offs.
Yes.
I love her. Whatever she wants, she's right 100%.
We'll give it to her.
I was a casual listener in the early years, but with the crew you have now, things are amazing. I appreciate your level of inclusion and well-rounded points of view. I have to admit that I've had this revelation because of the Snapchat stings and the War of the Roses. To put it in Bert Show terms, I've been casually playing piano with a guy for about 3 years. When we first started, he told me he was single. This guy is a skilled Beethoven, Mozart-level pianist.
Man, you better hold on for everything you can.
Things are very light and simple. We do not talk much about much outside of making plans to meet. We're not exclusive. He does not pry into what I do when we're not together, and vice versa. We have gone a month or 4 here or there not seeing each other. Sometimes our schedules don't link up or I'm just too busy. A few times I met someone I liked and explored that relationship, and things just kind of pick back up naturally. We never discuss how or why. I usually host. I've been to his house once, and that was about a year ago. It never bothered me because I'm more comfortable in my space, and frankly, I never cared enough to ask any questions before. After listening to your various To Catch a Cheater segments, I realized that he could have been married in the beginning, gotten married over the years, or even had children. I don't want to interfere in anyone's relationship. It would kill me to do that to another woman. Because of our unspoken don't ask, don't tell situation, how do I discuss my concerns? If I am positive if I try to bring this up or ask him about his relationship status, he'll think I want something more from him. He'll probably lie to keep our thing going. I love our arrangement. I don't want things to change. I am not at all interested in a relationship with him or anyone, honestly. Lately, this conflict has left me hesitant to answer his calls or texts. I don't want to stop or continue unless I'm sure about this either way. I don't know if I'm being paranoid or cautious. I know I've said a lot. If it would help, here are a few more details. We're both in our early 30s. I work in an industry with crazy hours, late nights, early mornings, and 14-hour days on average. I don't know what he does, but he travels regularly and works most weekends. I know he lives in the area. In the beginning, he lived with family, so that's why he usually came to my place. I never asked if he had kids. He has mentioned them so casually, I don't know if they're his kids or a family member's kids. Thanks, guys. I really do love the show.
Whew, Mo, what do you do in a case like this?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
She don't want to ask the questions because everything else is so good. It's focused on around one thing that seems to be so great. She doesn't even want to risk that.
Well, I feel like the arrangement that they have is based upon that's what it's always been, and he probably enjoys it that way. So I feel like if she goes digging, she's not really going to get the answers that she's looking for. He'll probably tell her as much as he wants her to know. And if she's not okay with that, then I feel like she just has to cut it because he's going to give you what he's been giving you. Like he's shown you what it is. You're not going to know more than he wants you to know. So I think you either got to accept the fact that this is the way it's going to be and move on, or you have to cut it off if you want to know more.
I find it hard to believe in this day and age of technology, you can't find out if he's married.
We had somebody on last week that doesn't have any social also.
It's not even about social media. I mean, that's a quick Google search to me. And I even did that back in the day. And the internet was like in its infancy. And we were trying to figure out. And sure enough, we did enough searching. He ran a marathon. And his name was in that marathon list along with his wife's name. And that's how we figured out he was married.
That's all it took.
Wow. That's all it took.
Why?
You do enough digging. You say, if you look hard enough, you'll find what you're looking for.
Can't she just say to the dude, I need to know one thing. If we're going to continue doing this, what we're doing, I just need to know one thing. And then he's honest with her, right? And then she'll at least have her answer because I feel like her conscience right now is telling her one thing, and it's certainly not livable for her. So she's gotta ask him.
I think
that's going to change the dynamic. Excuse me. That's going to change the dynamic because they haven't talked about personal stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's eating her that she doesn't know, so she's got to.
She can ask. I just don't see why he would be honest.
Yeah.
Why would he tell her that if he doesn't have to and he doesn't feel like he's going to get caught?
Why can't we just do the War of the Roses thing and see if he sends him to a wife? That was what inspired. I mean, I know she's not asking for that. She's just asking for our thoughts, and it does sound bad. So how do we confirm this? Like, if you can't use social media and Googling, how do you find out if he has kids? And then at the end, she's like, yeah, he mentioned them so casually. I don't know if they're his or family members. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
It would be interesting just to ask her, Tommy, if she wants to do that, because I'm guessing she doesn't really want to know the answer.
I don't think she does
So
either.
I think if you hit her up and go, look, we could try this for you, that she'll turn around and go, you know what? Never mind. But we can try.
It's too good
It's
to mess
too
with.
good to mess with right now.
The Bert Show.